Hey, I'm back for another vlog, or vlog, shall I say. It's been a while since last time. I do want to try to get in the habit of doing this once a week, but I started back to work and things have been crazy and I've been a little sleep deprived, so I promise I'll be back into the swing of things soon enough. But today I'm going to share with you what my favorite brushes are, how I take care of them to make them last longer, and how I clean them to make them last longer. So I'm going to start with my favorite type of brush. The brand that I like to use is the Simply Simmons brand. It's the brand that has the white handle and the black neck, typically. They're pretty reasonable in price. They can get expensive, but you can also buy them in a pack. So I think I bought mine individually, but I know that I've seen them in packs before. And they also get the really, really big kind. So if you want to like paint a big, huge mural or on a big canvas like that, they have those sizes too. So these are the same brand that you saw me use in my Brit & Co class in the Intro to Acrylic Painting. I also use these brushes for watercolor and wash as well. When I use my oil paints though, I do have a separate set of brushes for that. Just because you use turpentine to clean those, not, water. So now I'm going to talk to you about how you store your brushes. So you can see these are the brushes that I keep on my desk typically, and they're all stored with their pointy side up. So you want to make sure you do that. Also, when you are washing your brushes in between, colors or something like that, cleaning out in your jar of water, you want to clean it out and then tap it on the side, dry it off on a paper towel, and just set it down. Or you can balance it across the top of your water cup if you want to, but you don't want to do this. You're probably like me and use a bunch of brushes at once, because you need different sizes, or maybe you're lazy, but you don't want to let your brushes soak in water. That's like the biggest no-no. It ruins your brushes super fast because think about it. Most brushes are probably made of wood. You can't let wood soak in water. It disintegrates. It gets warped. If your brush is all flaky or, the handle starts to bend or something, it's because you've been letting it sit in water. Also, if your brush is cheaper, it's probably the neck of your brush that holds the bristles to the brush is probably glued together. So if you let it soak in water, the glue is going to loosen apart from the paintbrush handle, and then it'll come apart. So never let your brushes soak in water. Always set them, clean them out, set them to the side. As far as cleaning, like shampooing your brush, some people are super crazy about it and will do it after every time they paint. I probably do it like once a month or so, or I like my brushes to be soft. Some people like super rough brushes. It gives them more texture. I don't like my brushes to be too soft, but I do like them, a smoother texture. So every so often, like once a month, I clean my brush. I just use shampoo typically. You can use soap. This is just Suave, nothing fancy. You want to put a little dot. Oh, that was too much. I'm going to put a little dot of shampoo in your hand, and then you just rub your brush around in a circular motion like this. Get it all super sudsy. Wipe my hand off. And then you just clean it out in water. You'll do this under a faucet probably, but for the sake of this video, I'm using a cup of water. And make sure you get all the soap out, so I have a clean jar. And that's how you're going to clean your brush. If you want it to be extra soft, you could use a little dot conditioner, like a little tiny dot, because you don't want your brush to lose its shape. It should always, snap back into place. You don't want it to become limp, because it won't be able to push around paint very well. You won't have control over it. Some of my friends will use gel to help keep the brush, help it keep its shape. I personally don't do that, but that is something that you can do. So that is my little video on my favorite brushes and how I take care of them and how I clean them. If you have any other questions for me related to art or anything you can think of, leave them in the comments below or shoot me an email at courtney@myfriendcourt.com, and maybe I'll answer your question in my next video. Thanks for listening.